Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our podcast.
Hello, all you amazing listeners. We're thrilled you're here.
So, Didi, what's been brewing in your world lately?
Oh, so much. But I've been geeking out over something cool I found.
Oh, spill the beans.
Well, you know my love for language learning, right?
Absolutely. You're the language guru here.
Baha, hardly. But I came across this document filled with simple English conversations tailored for real life situations.
Really? That sounds interesting.
Yeah. It covers everyday scenarios like eating out, going for a walk in the park, shopping, all that good stuff.
That's pretty neat. So, it's like a script for daily interactions?
Exactly. It's meant to help language learners get comfortable in common situations.
Do you think memorizing these scripts actually helps?
I do. Think about everyone needs a starting point.
I don't know. Feels a bit unnatural to me.
Well, it's not about reciting lines verbatim. It's more about getting familiar with common phrases.
I guess that makes sense.
For example, in a restaurant, someone might say, "Could we have a table for two, please?"
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
And the waiter might ask, "Would you like to see the menu?"
Uh-huh.
These are interactions that happen all the time.
True, but what happens when the conversation goes off script?
That's where improvisation comes in. Once you know the basics, it's easier to adapt.
Fair point. I hadn't thought of it that way.
See? It's about building confidence.
Confidence is half the battle in language learning.
Exactly. Then there's this dialogue where two strangers meet in a park.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. Sophia mentions she's new in town and James offers to show her around.
Smooth move, James.
Haha, or just being friendly.
Depends on how you look at it.
True, but it's a good way to practice casual conversation.
Casual conversation can be the hardest part.
Absolutely. Small talk is underrated.
You know, when I was in Germany, I struggled with that.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more.
Well, I could handle ordering food or asking for directions, but making small talk was tough. And I remember
I can imagine. It's hard to gauge what's appropriate.
exactly, I didn't want to offend anyone.
Cultural context is so important.
It really is.
These dialogues can help with that too.
I suppose they can.
They often include cultural notes.
That's handy.
Definitely. So the third scenario is about shopping.
Retail therapy.
Indeed. Emily is looking for a dress for a special occasion.
Ooh, fancy.
She asks the assistant, "Could you help me find something elegant?"
Nice. A bit more specific.
Exactly. And the assistant offers options and suggestions.
That's practical,
It teaches learners how to express preferences.
which is super useful.
Agreed.
You mentioned cultural context earlier. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, tons. Like in some cultures, being direct is appreciated, while in others it's seen as rude.
Right, like asking someone's age.
Exactly. In some places, that's a big no-no.
I've learned that the hard way.
Oh no, what happened?
I asked a woman in Korea how old she was. Big mistake.
Yikes.
She was polite about it, but I could tell I overstepped.
Live and learn, right?
Definitely.
That's why understanding cultural nuances is key.
Agreed.
Language isn't just words. It's about people and customs.
Well said.
Mm.
So, have you used any gadgets to help with language learning?
Actually, yes. Recently, I started using Lingua Buddy.
Oh, I've heard whispers about that. What's it like?
It's fantastic. It provides real-time translations and language tips.
That sounds incredibly useful.
It even adjusts to local slang and dialects.
Wow, technology keeps getting better.
Tell me about it.
Do you think it can replace traditional learning?
Not entirely, but it's a great supplement.
I agree. Nothing beats human interaction.
Precisely.
So, would you recommend it to our listeners?
Absolutely, especially for travelers.
I'll have to check it out myself.
You should.
So, any final tips for language learners out there?
Yes. Don't underestimate the power of body language.
Oh, for sure.
A smile goes a long way,
Uh-huh.
and gestures can help convey meaning when words fail.
I've definitely relied on charades a few times.
Who hasn't?
It's all part of the adventure.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Easier said than done, but true.
Embrace the embarrassment. So like,
I'll try.
we're all learners in some way.
Very true.
Well, I think we've covered a lot today.
Agreed. This was a fun chat.
Absolutely.
Shall we wrap things up?
Let's do it.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We appreciate you.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep smiling.
Until next time, take care.
Bye.